This is a paid program from Ronco.
Welcome to Showtime's Great Knife Giveaway Show. Hello, I'm Steve Bryant. I'm your show host today for a very special program. Today you're going to meet a man that some people call the Viceroy of Value, the Count of all things culinary. Most people call him the King of the Kitchen. Who is this great American inventor? Ron. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's here today, America's inventor, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Hello, Ron.
Hi. Oh, I shake your hand, but I'm loaded down.
Look at these.
These are knives that I have, and I have a drawer like this at home. We all have drawers like this at home, am I right?
Yeah.
Let me take these knives and put them where they belong, okay?
All right.
Right over here. Okay? That's that.
Problem solved. So, Ron, what really great innovative product have you brought us today?
Well, I've created the greatest knife, a knife that'll never get dull. We call it the Showtime 6-Star Plus series. They're perfectly balanced, but before we get into the knife and why it's such a great value, I want to introduce to you my daughter Shannon, my other daughter Lauren, and over here my cousin Arnold, who wants to show you my fabulous Showtime knife.
How many of you have a knife that looks something like this? Oh, it was a good knife when you first got it. Maybe 6 months later, it got dull. Did you ever try to cut a tomato with one of these babies? Oh, boy, you poke it, you stab it, you jab it, you give it, oh, my goodness gracious, the poor tomato has a hemorrhage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. My cousin Ron has come up with one of the most unbelievable knives that I've ever laid my hands on. And one of the things that makes this so important is how it's made and what it's made of. First of all, let me describe this knife. It's called the Showtime knife. It is made out of fine surgical steel. It is a full tang. In other words, the tang means the blade goes from here to the opposite end. It's one solid piece of steel. And the handle is covered by the same guarantee. It will not crack, chip, or break ever. And if anything ever happens to that knife, this is the strangest part. Let me show you this guarantee. This is unreal, unbelievable in the cutlery business. If it ever gets broken, dull, damaged, even if it's your fault, my cousin Ron's going to replace this absolutely free. Let me show you something about this knife over here. Have you ever seen a knife this sharp in your whole life? Let me tell you something. When it comes to slicing a tomato, you don't have to slice the tomato. The weight of the knife alone slices it. You don't slice the tomato, you caress it. Look at this. With this knife, one tomato will last you a week. You ever go into, don't laugh, you go into a fast food restaurant, they've been using our knife and the same tomato for 6 weeks. Here, pick up the bun, look underneath. Does that look familiar? That's why you're going hungry and you come out starved. Look, you use this knife, you save yourself money. You go into the discount stores, buy loaves of meat, and you'll never have dried up meat in the refrigerator. You only slice off what you need when you need it. And I don't care whether it's ham, roast beef, lamb, turkey. This knife is like a hot knife going right through butter. It has a fork on the end, so you pick up the meat, dip it into the gravy. Remember, that's a grapefruit. Look at this. Not a seed, not a drop of juice comes out because this is razor sharp. And the best part of it is, it's guaranteed to stay that way forever. Now, I proved to you how sharp the knife is, haven't I? Huh? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to prove to you how sharp the knife stays. This is solid frozen food over here. Look at this. You go through frozen food like it wasn't even there. But here, we used to take and cut up a can to show you. They used to make these cans out of steel. Right now, they're making them out of aluminum. So I had to find something a little bit harder than aluminum. I had to find something really hard to cut. So I'm going to take this solid steel hammer, and I'm going to cut this hammer up. You can cut through ham bones, chicken bones, frozen food, disjoint turkey. This is an all-purpose knife, and I don't care how, and I'm not doing this to show you this is a hacksaw. You want to buy a hacksaw, you can buy them every day of the week. You want a knife that'll never get dull, never wear out? I want you to take a look at this. Now, can you all see the filings that came off of that hammer? Had to come somewhere, right? If it came from my knife, I'm in trouble. If it came from the hammer and it's still sharp, I've got one heck of a knife. Wouldn't you say so? Huh? Let's find out if the knife is still sharp, okay? Would you say, ladies and gentlemen, that this knife is still sharp? Today, tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year. For the rest of your life, you never, ever have to sharpen this knife. What would you expect to pay for a knife that's going to last you forever? If you went down to a department store, a knife like this is going to cost you at least $100. Would you say it's worth it? Huh? Yeah. Never has to be replaced. We'll replace it if it ever gets broken, dull, or damaged. Well, with Ron, you know you're not going to pay $100. You're not going to pay $70. You're not going to pay $60. How would you like to own this knife for 3 easy payments of only $13.33? How does that sound, huh?
Hey, Cousin Arnold, my dad wants everyone to have one of the sportsman's knives.
Oh, this is my favorite. You guys are going to love this knife. Anybody go hunting or fishing? Huh? Yeah. Well, this is the sportsman's knife. Look at the flexibility of that blade. It has the same blade, the same edge, the same handle, the same lifetime guarantee, never get dull. This knife goes through bones and all when you're doing your filleting of the fish. Here, let me show you something right now. You put that underneath between the flesh and the skin, and you just press. That fish will jump right out of his underwear, swim around naked, die of pneumonia before he knows what hit him. This knife is so sharp, I want you to see this, you can actually take and fillet the fillet. Got a nice piece of meat over here. Look at this. First of all, if you want to butterfly it, this is like a razor blade right on a stick. Take a look at this. Then you take your cheese and your ham, you insert it in the middle like that, you serve that, put that into the oven. In fact, put that into the rotisserie, you know. You're going to love this knife. This knife alone sells for $40. You won't spend a penny for this. You get both of these knives for the same price. For 3 payments of only $13.33. That's pretty good. Wouldn't you say so? What's that?
Arnold, my dad wants everyone to have a bread and bagel knife.
Oh, you can't appreciate what this knife does until I show you something. We all have bread knives. We all have. You can go out and spend $75 for a knife that does nothing but bread. How many of you still do this, though? You take good old faithful and you start to make these little, try putting that into the toaster. Better yet, try getting it out, okay? Let me show you something incredible. Here's a knife that is so sharp. Let me just even this off. The weight of the knife alone does the cutting. How's this for cutting bread? Would you like that, huh? Let me show you something. You got relatives that won't move? You starve them to death. You make a sandwich like this, I guarantee you they'll pack their bags and get out and never come back to your house again. And use this on a bagel. How's that for cutting a bagel thin, huh? Pretty good? Okay, this knife by itself is worth $40. Now look what you got. $100, $140, $180 worth of guaranteed cut rate, and the price is still only 3 payments of $13.33. How's that for a deal? Not bad.
Hey, cousin, my dad wants to give everyone the chop and serve knife also.
This goes in the package
That's
also?
Right.
Wow. Let me show you this one over here. This is fabulous. Look, the next time you have to chop up some onions, you take this knife, or chopper, and you chop up your onions like you see over here. Turn it around this way. You chop onions so fast that you don't have any time for tears. The only tears you'll shed are tears of joy that you have a thing like this around your house. This is the way you do all your fine work. You want to chop up parsley. You want to do basil. You want to do mint. And we call it a chop and serve for this reason. You notice the width of that blade? It's made that way, so once you chop the food up, drop it right into the frying pan. This alone sells for $40, and Ron says to put it in.
Arnold, my dad.
Don't tell me there's another one.
My dad wants to give everyone the garnishing knife.
Listen, I have so much fun with this little fellow over here. We teach you how to make the apple bird. This knife sells for $20 all by itself. Now you get all 5 pieces for 3 easy payments of only $13.33. Terrific deal. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Here you go.
Oh, everybody knows what this is just by the length of it. You ever go to a party or a banquet, they have a carving station, and there's a guy with a knife that costs $150 that he does nothing with that knife but carve the meat? Let me show you something. We don't expect you to hold your hand up there like that. So Ron is going to give you a fork that'll hold the turkey like that. And I'll tell you something, when you start to carve turkey with this, oh my goodness, it melts right off of the bone. Look at this. And you know what I like about it? I like my turkey cut nice and thin. Take a look at this. Is that a job? Huh? You've got 7 pieces of the best cutlery you'll ever get your hands on, and the price for everything is only 3 easy payments of only $13.33. How does that sound, huh? Now, you might be satisfied, but I'm not, because what about steak knives? There's no steak knives in it.
Oh, no. Steak knives you got. 4 of them.
4 of them. Now, Ron, I know that you sell these steak knives individually for $17.95. Am I right or wrong?
That's right.
Okay, so if we add that in, 4 steak knives, we now have 11 pieces of guaranteed cutlery, all for just 3 payments of $13.33.
But I'm not finished yet. There's more. Come on with me, Arnold.
You gotta be kidding. I mean, Ron, you give any more than that, they're going to call you Santa Claus instead of Ron Popeil.
Right. Let me review first what you're getting over here. You get my Showtime knife, guaranteed never to get dull. You get the chop and serve. You get the sportsman's knife, the bread and bagel knife. You get the garnishing knife. You get the carving fork and the carving knife. And you convinced me to put in 4 steak knives. But I said there was more. You know what's missing over here? You need shears. Here I have shears. Now, these poultry shears, I use them for a variety of things. I use them for cutting through chicken. You want to cut it in small pieces. You can do that with these shears. If you're a gardener, you're going to love these poultry shears. If you buy the shears directly from me, we sell these shears for $30. Forget the $30. I'm going to include it in the package. Now you have 12 pieces of the finest stainless steel cutlery, all for what audience?
3 easy payments of $13.33.
3 easy payments of only $13.33. But there's more. Over here, I designed a saw knife. Now, the saw knife is only for bones and frozen food. I'm going to throw that in, but I'm not finished yet. There's even more. I'm going to... Oh, here's a knife that you'll really like. This is my chef's knife. These knives are really razor sharp. That's pretty sharp. Get that knife. What do you think of that, folks? I'm going to throw that in, but wait, there's more. Let me show you this. Over here, I have a couple of great paring knives. They're different sizes. I'm going to throw those 2 knives in as well. All of it for just how much, audience? 3 easy payments, $13.33. But I told you, wait, there's more. One of the things that's missing from this package, and I'm going to make sure you get one of these, is my cleaver. It has that real thick stainless steel. It's triple riveted, full stainless steel tang that goes all the way through the handle. That gives you that perfect balance. Here I have, over here, and it has a nice edge on it. And you can cut right through anything with this over here. Look how easy this is, right through the bone and all. You're going to get that stainless steel cleaver free if you promise to tell a friend about these knives. But wait, there's more. Over here I have my cheese knife. I love this knife. It's designed to cut cheese easily without the cheese sticking to the blade. Over here I have a piece of Swiss cheese, and look, watch how this knife cuts that cheese. It doesn't stick to the blade. Isn't that fabulous? And if you promise to tell a friend about all our knives, I'm going to give everyone the $40 cheese knife absolutely free. I'm not finished yet. Wait. It's going to get better. Here I have my professional fillet knife. After designing it, I brought it to Alaska. Watch these people here fillet that beautiful halibut. That's a big halibut. He's a professional, and he's using the best filleting knife I'm sure he's ever used. Over here, we have someone filleting a salmon. Look how easy it is to cut up that big salmon. I'm going to give everybody this $70 fillet knife, absolutely free with the package. Over here, we have a boning knife. Now, this boning knife, everyone knows how to use it. It's another great sharp knife. I'm not going to bother demonstrating it. Now, straight edge knives, folks, will get dull. So I'll also include with this boning knife my easy-to-use Showtime knife sharpener. All of it, Steve. 21 pieces of the finest stainless steel cutlery, all for 3 payments of $13.33. What do you think of that?
Ron, you're right. It's your greatest value ever. But I look at the steak knives, and I know you better than this. What if you have company? You have more than 4 people stopping by.
Well, I see where you're going with that. Let me solve the problem. I'm going to give everyone that calls and helps us advertise it by telling their friends about it. I'm going to throw in 4 more steak knives. That will give you 8 steak knives.
25 pieces.
Right.
25 pieces for just 3 payments of $13.33.
Right. And amazing. That's about $1.50 each. Can you imagine getting one of these for $1.50? Impossible. If you help us advertise this fabulous Showtime knife package, you'll also receive my latest invention free. It's the Showtime Solid Flavor Injector. Come on over here, and I'll show you how it works. Now, this is my new Solid Flavor Injector. Over here, I have some garlic, and I'm going to put the garlic cloves, the whole cloves, right into that tip over there. And all I'll do is just screw this on like this. Okay? I'll take it, and I'll plunge it in, and I'll just inject it right into the center. It's as easy as that. I was on live television with the Solid Flavor Injector. And until I cut the meat, when I cut the meat, 3,000 people called and ordered it, and they paid $30 for it. You can put whole cloves of garlic into the center of a roast beef. You can inject black olives and whole cloves of garlic into a turkey breast. How about injecting sun-dried tomatoes and green olives into a pork loin roast? And Steve, you gotta try injecting fresh mint, pine nuts, and pimento into a mouth-watering leg of lamb. The flavors are unbelievable. This Solid Flavor Injector now will come with your package. All of it, 25 pieces plus the $30 Solid Flavor Injector. All of it, all for just 3 easy monthly payments of only $13.33. That is the greatest value I have ever given in my entire life. Try it. If it's not the best knives you've ever used in your life, don't keep it. Please return it within the 30-day period and do get your money back. What a great holiday gift.
Oh, absolutely. You could finish all your gift shopping for any holiday with 1 toll-free call.
And look what we have for you over here. Steve, over here we have our Showtime solid wooden knife block holder. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but it holds and protects your knives. Select the knife you want, and when you're finished, just put it back in its slot. It's that easy. Also, ask the operator about my beautiful 40-piece Showtime flatware set. This beautiful flatware set matches your 6-star stainless steel cutlery, and the place setting is just downright elegant. Also, ask about my giant, easy-to-grip Showtime scissors package that I know you'll enjoy. Remember, folks, if you call now, you'll receive over $840 of the finest stainless steel cutlery that money can buy. If you'll help us advertise our Showtime 6-Star Plus cutlery, you can forget the $840. All you spend right now is only 3 easy monthly payments of just $13.33. And don't forget, you get the $30 Solid Flavor Injector absolutely free. Audience, what do you think of that?
Kerry, what did you think about the value of these knives?
Oh, I wish Ron would have come out with these 15 years ago. You know, I bought an expensive set of German knives. Cost me over $300. And all I got were 5 knives. You know, I teach martial arts, and I use a samurai sword, which is razor sharp. And some of these knives are actually as sharp or sharper than the sword I use. It's fantastic.
I'm a trained chef. I've been using the same German knife since 1976 is when I purchased it. It's my one and only knife, and so I had to put these to test. My German knife flunked. It turns out that it cost me more to buy that one knife in 1976 than it does for this entire set.
My dad wanted to test them out, so I let him take one of the knives, and we're doing an addition on our house. So he took the knife and he cut the drywall with it, and it came out sharp as it was before, and we even cut chicken with it later.
I absolutely love the cheese knife. We like pizza, and it's great for cutting the mozzarella in nice thin slices. Wonderful.
Last week I was having an informal barbecue with spare ribs and salmon. And when I got to the salmon, one side had the skin on it, and I took the sportsman's knife and cut the skin off, and it cut so easily and so thin and close, it was perfect.
What's your favorite knife from the set?
Oh, the cleaver by far. It's a real man's knife. Chops straight through my ribs, can flip my burgers with it. With that lifetime warranty, I even thought about cleaning the grill with it.
I paid $700 for an 18-piece set, and I'm telling you, I've used these knives. They're just as good as that 18-piece set. They cut fabulously, and I'm telling you, I'm buying 3 sets, 2 for my daughters and 1 for my sister for gifts. It's fantastic.
I think the quality's superb. I like the way the handles are finished off with the 3 rivets, but also the way they conform to your hand. It's like an extension of your arm.
Ron has a huge responsibility in telling people that they can cut just anything with these knives, because my girlfriend cut the white pages, and now I only have the names and no phone numbers.
I used the larger slicing knife, and it went through the onion like it was a tomato. It just kept going through so easily.
No credit card? No problem. Have your checking account number ready. Hi, I'm Ron Popeil. I'd like to review with you some of the knives you get with this great package. This is my primary knife. It's called the Showtime knife, and this is the knife that's guaranteed in writing never to get dull. The handle is triple riveted, impact resistant, full stainless steel tang to give you that perfect balance. Let me grab a tomato. Tomatoes just cuts through it like hot butter. Look at this. You can slice a tomato so thin with this knife, it really only has one side. Tomatoes get kind of expensive. You make one tomato last you all winter long. That's a good way to do it, huh? Here I have some shoe leather. Now, we don't tell you to go home and cut shoe leather or hammers. I'm going to put in this vise over here the shoe leather. Our knives are really, really tough. Look at this. You can cut through ham bones, chicken bones, anything with this knife. This is fabulous. Look at this. I'll go back to the tomato again. And as you can see, fabulous. Slice of tomato all day long. It never gets dull. This knife, if you buy it directly from me, it costs you $100 and worth every penny. Of course, if you help us advertise it, all you spend is just 3 easy monthly payments of only $13.33. And that knife is yours. You'll also get my favorite knife, the sportsman's knife. I got to tell you folks, if you want to fillet a fish, this knife will do filleting. You can fillet all day long. That's not a tomato. That's a piece of salmon, huh? That nice? You get this knife free. The garnishing knife with illustrations helps you create great decorations like these. That's going to come with it also. You get the Showtime knife sharpener for all your straight edge knives. You'll also receive the shears to cut all your poultry. Included also is the $70 professional carving knife and fork set. You get our saw knife that cuts through all sorts of bones and frozen food. Here we have our chop and serve. By God, you can do work with this knife here, and of course you scoop up the food right into the frying pan. You'll also get the bread and bagel knife with this package. It's great for bread, and it's great for bagels too. I'm also going to throw in my $60 8.5-inch blade all-purpose chef's knife. It's razor sharp. This is my $70 heavy-duty stainless steel cleaver. I'm going to make sure everyone gets one of these too. And everybody will get my 2 different size paring knives. I'm also going to give you my large fillet knife. Watch how easily it separates the skin from the meat. Watch these people here fillet that beautiful halibut. I'm including my boning knife because no knife set is really complete without one. And you'll get my unbelievable cheese knife too. Watch how it cuts cheese. The cheese doesn't stick to the blade. And finally, you'll also get 8 of the finest stainless steel steak knives you've ever used. And don't forget, you get the $30 solid flavor injector free. All the knives come with full-tang, impact-resistant riveted handles, and they're dishwasher safe. Can you imagine getting over $800 worth of the finest stainless steel cutlery for only 3 easy monthly payments of only $13.33? And do remember, each knife comes with a lifetime guarantee. If your knife ever gets dull, or if you ever damage it, even if the damage is your fault, we'll replace it free. Call the number you see on the screen and take advantage of this amazing advertising offer. Please call that toll-free number. You'll really be glad you did.
Hello, I'm Steve Bryant. Right here, we have 22 fine German stainless steel knives. 22 of them. Ron went out and bought these. In fact, he got them on sale for $844.05. I have the receipt right here. $844 for 22 knives. Now, if you'd like, you could order each one of the Showtime knives individually. Ron will sell them to you individually. And if you bought them all individually, they would cost you about $844. But if you buy them from this special television offer, and you promise to tell at least one friend, you'll get them for 3 payments of $13.33. You get 25 pieces plus the $30 solid flavor injector, all for 3 payments of $13.33. Think of the possibilities. You could do all your gift shopping with one toll-free call. Do it right now. Call that toll-free number.
When I used Ron's knife to cut the tomato, I just took one little sawing action, and it just went right through, and I just went, wow.
We have a single family income like most people in America these days, and thanks to Ron's payment plan, I can budget for $13.33.
I just cannot believe that you can get a 25-piece knife set, which breaks down to a little over $1 a knife.
This knife set is wonderful.
I do a lot of hunting and fishing. I carry Ron's knives in my motorhome. They serve the purpose for everything.
The steak knives, just last night my husband and I were eating steak, and we pulled out the steak knives, and the only other time we've had such great steak knives to eat our steaks is when we were at an expensive steak place.
I had the confidence with this boning knife to just slice right through a chicken and bone the whole thing, and it was just wonderful.
His prices are amazing.
Call now and order your 6-Star Plus knife set, and you'll receive not 5, not 10, not 20, but 24 razor-sharp stainless steel knives. Order during the promotion, and you'll get the $30 solid flavor injector free. These knives purchased individually would cost you $844, but they're yours today for only 3 payments of $13.33. Also ask the operator about the Showtime wooden block knife holder that holds all your knives, the 40-piece Showtime flatware set, plus the giant Showtime scissors package that I know you'll enjoy. Do call now. And at Ronco.com, you can order the Showtime rotisserie and barbecue, the Popeel automatic pasta maker, the Ronco electric food dehydrators for fruits, vegetables, and beef jerky, the famous fish-catching Popeel's Pocket Fisherman.
Wow!
Plus all these other great products. This was a paid program from Ronco.